Side effects may include, but are not limited to the following. Nothing thicker than a knife's blade separates happiness from melancholy, wrote Virginia Woolf. According to the National Alliance on Mental Illness, each year, 3% of adults in the US, or 7 million people, experience bipolar disorder. 1 in 5 Americans live with a mental health condition. Beginning in 2019, a loved family member became ill with a serious mental illness, an SMI, later to be misdiagnosed and then diagnosed as bipolar, a very common occurrence as time is a necessary factor in the evaluation, a lot of time. An ongoing journey began in finding stabilization, trying a variety of antipsychotic and mood stabilizers. The effectiveness of the drugs may take a month or two to become evident. All had side effects. Conditions of use. The information in this database is intended to supplement, not substitute, for the expertise and judgment of healthcare professionals. The information is not intended to cover all possible uses, directions, precautions, drug interactions, or adverse effects, nor should it be constructed to indicate the use of a particular drug is safe, appropriate, or effective for you or anyone else. A healthcare professional should be consulted before taking any medication, changing any diet, or commencing or discontinuing any course of treatment. Virginia Woolf is thought to have had bipolar disorder, and during her lifetime, there were no effective drug treatments available for her to treat her mental illness. A condition with muscle tissue breakdown called rhabdomyolysis, a heart attack, a significant type of allergic reaction called anaphylaxis, a skin disorder with blistering and peeling skin called Stevens-Johnson syndrome, a skin disorder with blistering and peeling skin called toxic epidermal necropolis, a stroke, a type of allergic reaction called angioedema, a worsening of Tourette's syndrome, abnormal heart rhythm, abnormal sexual function, acute dystonia, akathisia, akinesia, altered interest in having sexual intercourse, amenorrhea, anxiety, anxious feelings, athoid movements. B, bradykinesia, bradypharenia. C, changes in appetite, chloroform movements, cognitive impairments, cogwheel rigidity, constipation. D, decreased appetite, delayed growth, diarrhea or constipation, difficulty sleeping, distress, dizziness, drowsiness, dry mouth, dystonia. E, easy bruising, excessive sweating. F, facial grimacing, false sense of well-being, fast heartbeat, feel confused or your breath smells fruity, feel sick to your stomach, feel very hungry, feel very thirsty, feel weak or tired, feeling irritable or anxious, feelings of hostility, fever, fidgety, fluid retention. G, galatorrhea, generalized weakness, gastrointestinal upset. H, hair loss, hallucinations, hand tremors, headaches and stomach aches, heart throbbing or pounding, hepatitis, high blood pressure, hyperglycemia, hyperlipidemia, hypertension, hyperthyroidism. I, increased thirst, inflammation of the liver called hepatitis, irritability. L, lateral jaw movements, leukopenia, loose stools, low energy, low platelets, low white blood cells. M, mask-like face, mental problems from taking the drug, moodiness and irritability, muscle tremors. N, nausea, need to urinate more than usual, nervousness, neurotropenia. P, pacing, pancreatitis, paranoia, Parkinson's syndrome, polycystic ovarian syndrome, postural hypertension, priapism or prolonged erection of the penis, pruritus, psychomotor retardation, R, rashes, rebound irritability when the medication wears off, resting tumor, resting tremor, restlessness, rigidity, S, sedation, seizures, sexual dysfunction, shuffling gait, sleep problems, slurred speech, smacking of the lips, stomach pain, sucking, suicidal thoughts, silence, T, tardiva dyskinesia, taste impairment, the inability to have an erection, thirst, tics, tremors, U, upper abdominal plane, urinary hesitancy, urinary tract infection, V, ventricular tachycardia, visual disturbance, vomiting, W, weight gain, weight loss, yawning, Z, zap, brain zap. All had side effects. All had side effects. All had side effects. All text mined from the internet, always full of information, some accurate, some not. Special thanks to the Tucson Crisis Center, National Alliance on Mental Health, and the Epicenter in Tucson, Arizona. And that's it. Thanks.